Hey everybody, my name is Chase. I serve as the lead pastor of the church previously known as the Chapel Nordonia. Recently, we just voted to become an autonomous independent church, and so with that comes a brand new name. Check out this video as we introduce the next chapter of our church. The story of how Macedonia, Ohio got its name is pretty crazy. Let me tell you about it. In the 1800s, there was a man named Abraham Cramner. He purchased 90 acres worth of land at the intersection of what's now Jenkins and North Bedford Road. In about 1824, he built himself a little home, and soon many people from all over started flocking to this area, and this little settlement became known as the Corners. Years later, there were some divinity students from Western Reserve College who were regularly called to go preach at the Corners, and they would refer to their visit by using the verse Acts 16:10. Acts 16:10 says, "And we decided to leave for Macedonia at once, having concluded that God had called us to preach the good news there." This caught on, and soon, not just in this circle of preachers, but all through the community, the settlement that was once known as the Corners became permanently known as Macedonia. It was this story, the fact that Macedonia, Ohio got its name from a Bible verse about preaching the good news of Jesus. This was part of what led myself and my family to move back to Ohio to plant a church. And so we started the Chapel Nordonia, a branch campus of the chapel in Akron with the vision of seeing a gospel-centered, multi-ethnic, multi-generational church impact every corner of our community. And for 2 years, we watched God move, even in the difficult days. Hearts were changed and lives were transformed as our church grew not just locally, but even reached to the other corners on the other side of the world. This past summer, my wife and I, we got to go to Mozambique, Africa to meet with some future church partners over there, and the national language is Portuguese. When we got back, our whole family began to learn Portuguese. Why? Not because we're moving there, mas porque queremos ver todos os cantos de terra conhecendo o nome de Jesus. From the inception of our community to the inception of our church, the mission has always been to see Jesus transform every corner of our community and every corner of our world. And so now, we're branching out from the chapel in Akron, and our name is changing, and we're moving locations, and we're essentially relaunching the church, but the mission is the same. We want to see lives transformed by the Word of God so that every corner will know that Jesus is Lord. And so, on December 4th of this year, we're officially relaunching our church as the Corners Chapel, with the same vision of being a gospel-centered, multi-ethnic, multi-generational church. The story started in the 1800s. The next chapter starts this December. Will you be there? Man, I am so excited about the next phase and the next chapter of our church. For more information about the process of us rolling off and becoming an autonomous church, you can go to our website, thecornerschapel.com. You'll also see information there about our pre-launch gatherings and our big relaunch service on December 4th, 2022. We really hope to see you there. May God bless our church as we seek to reach all the corners of the earth with the good news of Jesus.